Hello everyone, welcome back to IU Can Talk, and we have brought so many chat sessions to you, giving different perspective on early college, different perspective from high schoolers. Today we have a completely a different journey, and that journey will be shared with us by Simran. Thank you so much, Simran, for your time, and I'm very excited for this conversation because you have no idea. This is completely a different journey of high school, college, scholarship, and I don't think that you want to not be attentive and listening out what all Simran has in store for us. So before we line up all our questions, we start bombarding her with what all she knows for this channel and for our viewers. So we'll give her just 2 minutes. She's gonna just tell something about herself, and then we'll deep dive in everything that we have lined up for her. So all over to you, Simran. Say something about yourself, and we'll go from there.
So, hi, my name is Simran Thakur, and I'm currently a freshman at East Carolina University. And I graduated from Wake Early College of Health and Sciences, which is in Raleigh, near the Wake Med Hospital. Given the name, it is a school focused on health sciences. And as you can guess, I am someone who wants to go into a health sciences field. I'm pre med currently, and my goal is to be a surgeon.
Wow, lovely. So you can see, Simran taking 2 minutes to tell about herself. You can now know that what all is coming for you. So going to our first question, you mentioned that when we were having a chit chat offline, your high school is different. You did not opt for the normal conventional, Wake County High School. So you went to early college. Firstly, let's start with that. What made you opt for early college? How different is early college from the rest of the schools that we have at Wake County? And then of course we have deep dives into the AP courses, or do we have there or not? So yeah, let's chart out all the differences that comes and hits your mind right now, and let's go from there.
Yeah, so when I was in eighth grade, I knew my base school. It was Holly Springs High School. I thought I would be going there. But then they told us about options such as magnet schools and early colleges and charter schools. And so I had done magnet school before. I wasn't really attracted to that. But early colleges sounded interesting. There were quite a few, and they all usually had their own like specialties. So there was Wake STEM Early College, which focused on all the STEM disciplines, more so on the engineering side. The one I went to, which was focused on health sciences. There were two focused on leadership and various many others like that. So I applied to Wake STEM and Wake Early College of Health and Sciences. I ended up choosing the health sciences one because, of course, I wanted a medical career, so I thought that would benefit me more. And it also depends on what each family wants for their child and what the child wants. So going into early college, I knew that I wouldn't be taking as many electives. I wouldn't be doing sports, and there wouldn't be a lot of free time in terms of like how I wanted my schedule to be. Because what early college is that in the first two, well, this is how my early college was structured, and it can differ how it's structured for each one. But what mine did was in 9th and 10th grade, we completed all of our high school courses that were required to graduate with a high school diploma. And then in 11th and 12th grade, we were not taking any high school classes, and we did all dual enrollment college classes. So our college partner was Wake Tech Community College, and basically there was no AP courses, no nothing. It was directly the college courses. We were Wake Tech students as well as high school students. So in 11th and 12th grade, we were stationed at the Wake Tech North campus, and for all those 4 semesters, we took those college classes, which also counted for any remaining high school classes that we needed to graduate, and they counted towards our associate's degree. Now you could do an associate's degree in the arts or the sciences, and there was, I believe, one in like engineering specific, but I opted for the science associate's degree. And arts and science is very similar with just like a few differences. So yeah, you could really, whatever major you wanted later on, it didn't really matter. You could do either one. And so that's how my early college worked. I know for the STEM early college, they are partnered with NC State, and I'm not sure if there's also structures with like them taking NC State classes, but essentially the goal is to get in your associate's degree along with your high school diploma.
Wow, that's a lot of information. So I got my clue for my next question, Simran. You said that you explain the trajectory, you explain the journey for your high school. So you think that there was any kind of difference you pursuing your high school in early college versus a person going to a normal high school?
Oh yeah, so there are some key differences. First of all, early college, it's much more structured for you, and like your schedule is decided for you. Whereas in a normal high school, you get to choose your electives, do sports and everything. So if that's something that you really want to do, go to a normal high school. But if the time that you save in early college, which is 2 years of college, and the money that you save, because early college pays for your college classes and everything. So if the time and money that you save in early college sounds appealing to you over the other extracurricular interests, then early college would be an option you want to consider. Now, when I was in early college, the high school classes themselves weren't that different. They were mostly honors classes because AP wasn't offered. But the classes were pretty much the same. However, what was different was the feel of the class size and the school environment. Our early college was only like 70-80 students per grade, compared to a normal high school. They can go to like thousands of people. So that was one thing, and that also depends on what you prefer. If you want the feel of a larger school, that would be a normal high school. And if you like the feel of a small environment where the teachers can work with students more closely, then an early college is really good for that. So that's the first 2 years of early college, where we are doing high school classes with our school's personal teachers. But in the last 2 years, when you're taking the college classes, you're with college students on a big college campus. And so in a way, it's also like a transition to college before you actually go to college, which was nice because I got the feel of how college classes work, how to navigate around campus and all of that. Another difference I would say is the way GPA works. In normal high school, it's up to you how many honors classes, AP classes, or however many you want to take. Now, with AP, my understanding is that you have to get a certain score on the AP exam in order to attain that college credit. Whereas in early college, you just get that college credit by taking the actual college class and passing it. The exam doesn't really matter. You just have to pass the class to get that credit. And with early colleges, they have an agreement with all of the public UNC universities in North Carolina. And that agreement is that all of the dual enrollment credits that you took in early college will definitely transfer over to the universities in that agreement. And some of those include UNC Charlotte, UNC Greensboro, UNC Chapel Hill, East Carolina University. I believe Duke used to be a part of it, but not anymore. And so basically all of the public universities, whether they're in that agreement or not, will transfer those credits. Private universities, it depends on a case-by-case basis, but usually they do not transfer those credits, especially privates like Duke and out-of-state private universities. They don't transfer many of those credits.
Wow, wonderful. So that was a very, very good insight and a takeaway what Simran is letting us know, because in our last chat session that we had with Samanvi, for the transfer of the AP subjects, the credits. It's very subjective to every college. Like if they want, they will. So they have a lineup of all the AP subjects that they want to credit. But from early college, you said that there is a foundation for most of the universities and colleges in NC, that they don't have a choice of not accepting those credits.
And those universities, they are in that agreement because I would like to think that they like early college students. Well, they don't have any preference toward them during applications, but they do not see it as a negative thing either that you went to early college. So they're willing to accept those credits. Now, if you are someone who wants to go to out of state, like top-notch private universities and everything, and you still want those credits to transfer, that probably will not happen for all of the credits. There were some students who still went to those out-of-state private universities and were okay with their credits not transferring. And so that really is up to the individual person what they're fine with and what they're not.
Yeah, that's a very good insight, Simran, because choice is yours. Like if you're taking early college, there are certain brownies that it comes with it. Of course, there's a lot of toil also, because I remember when I was talking to Simran, she had to there was an early morning wake up, and then of course she has expressed her journey wherein there is you first 2 years is okay, the normal traditional high school schooling that's happening with you, but the next 2 years is pretty bit stressful, I would say. Not because that's what you have to do, but it was stressful because you are getting a look and feel. You are actually having a dress rehearsal of your college life that's going to start of 4 years. You got some kind of dress rehearsal in your high school year. So and I mean, on the toil part, let's just quickly touch point on that as well, Simran, that the time, and then you have explained that how vigorous it is and rigorous it is. So let's, if you can just throw 2 minutes on the toil and the rigorosity that you had to go through on that, opting for the early college.
Right. So the rigor is higher in terms that when you go to an early college, usually most of the students are high achieving students and they are focused on their education. They all have one goal. They know what they want and they are there to study. They want to learn. And the classes themselves, I would say, were not that hard. Like they were on the same level as a normal high school. And the college classes themselves, I was at Wake Tech, so those weren't as hard as an actual university class. And in fact, I would say college classes are usually, in a way, easier than high school classes because professors are more straightforward with the assignments and what they want and exams and everything. So it really depends on your time management and studying skills, because even though the content may be harder or easier depending on really what professor you have, it really depends a lot on what professor you have. The rigor in terms of the content and classes, it's not that different. The only thing that was different was we had to take a few extra classes, like 5 classes in some semesters, because we have to pack all of our high school courses into 2 years rather than 4 years, and then also do our associate's degree. And on top of that, we also get the chance to do some programs through Wake Tech, like such as EMT, CNA, or medical assisting. So a lot of students might opt for that, and I did EMT. I didn't do it through Wake Tech, but I did it through Wake County EMS. So that was also like another class or 2, actually. It was like a part-time job. So that took up a lot of my time as well. So it's a lot of time.
And also that you mentioned like a few minutes back that it's 70 versus 700, right? So focus is pretty much on those 70 people, even if you're you're handling the rigorosity and you're handling, because you're of course, you mentioned that 4 years of high school you've done it, and then of course you are 2 years of associate degree that you're also pursuing, and it might be light-footed, it might be very heavily footed as a subject, but everything has to be done and everything has to be accomplished. And of course, the turnaround or number of people that getting the attention to in a class makes a huge difference. If you are among 700 people and you're doing something, of course you're not that centric. But if you are just having a closed environment of very few students, the focus and attention is all on you, and you have no choice not to excel. And as you said, that they're all high achieving students who are opting for that. So yeah, I mean, of course, even if the next question that comes and hits me, Simran, is like, did you find any difference when now you are in ECU? So did you find any difference now that you have you're a college freshman, that the drill and the grill that you went for last 4 years, has it kind of made any readiness for you?
Oh yeah, for sure. In college, like at Wake Tech, the just how college classes are structured, which is pretty different from high school classes, it got me ready for that. So I was more at ease when I started college classes. I was not as stressed. And also the feel of being a student on a college campus. Wake Tech is much smaller, but it was pretty much the same. The only thing different is on a university campus is you might have to take the bus for transportation to other classes. And otherwise, the rigor and the environment of being with students who are possibly in their 60s or like, adults already, that type of feeling, it gets you used to that. And I also want to add that in my early college at least, and I think this is true for a lot of early colleges, the environment is very diverse because you have students coming in from all parts of NC. So like our early college was in Raleigh and I was 30 minutes away in Holly Springs, so my commute was really long. But there were some students who were right there from Raleigh. There were other students who also lived far away from other places. And so you have students coming in from all over these places, and you have students that are from multiple nationalities and backgrounds. My class was really diverse. We had students from like at least 10 nationalities, 15 nationalities.
Wow.
And so the environment of getting to know one another so well, we knew everyone in our class, and we would hold an international festival together. Our teachers got to know us. We got to know, even Wake Tech staff knew us. So it's a very close-knit community, which really helps you. Any like problems you have, any struggles, you can literally go to anyone, any adult staff you know. The counselor gets to work really closely with you. They are really able to help you throughout your college journey, especially in senior year. And so that was the only difference. We're going from that tight-knit community to a much larger community in an actual university. So that's one difference, I'd say.
Wow, lovely. I'm enjoying my conversation so much with Simran, so much of download of information, so much of knowledge sharing, so much of insight, what you want to take and pursue. Probably you're on your 8th grade and you want to opt for early college and start preparing around that, because going forward in our conversation, Simran will also throw some light as to how different it was, her college application, what was a different journey that she kind of took when she was preparing for her proms, her, everything we'll know. But for now, I think we have a lot of information and we need to process that. We need to take a break and, just digest all those information and come back quickly, because there's lot more lined up for you. So see you soon.